guys, welcome back again to another English class. As it is a custom, we're gonna use our student's book on page 83 and 84. For starting this class, you need your student's book, of course, and your pen. And if you're gonna take some notes, you're gonna need your notebook and your black, blue, and red pens. So let's start. This time it's about connections. It says, news is an uncountable noun. We cannot say a news, so this would be a really big mistake. News is an uncountable. We can say a piece of news. There is no plural of news. We say the news is, not the news are. This is an interesting point to consider when we're talking about news. And let's continue. Says, which of the sentences is incorrect? I've had surprising piece of news. I've had some surprising news. I've had surprising news. Which one is wrong? Yes, it's a number of the first one. I've had surprising piece of news. It doesn't sound natural. And here in the exercise 7 says, choose the correct preposition. So let's see the number 1. She's just famous for being famous. Why is she always at or in the news? So let's see which one it is. In the news, of course. Number 2, I'm just not interested in news. Celebrities. About. We were about to leave when Carolina came with the news that the car wouldn't start. And the correct answer is with. Is there any news in your exam results or on your exam results? Yet, it's on. She kept us entertained with news of or at her adventures while traveling. Of. I was genuinely shocked about the news. By the news, I'd won first prize. By the news. So, this is pretty interesting using the prepositions, and we have some idioms. Read definitions and match the words from each column to make idioms. So number 1 says, you say this to keep someone feel less worried when they have not received information about someone or something. You say this when you don't want to be blamed for giving someone bad news. You say this when you've just been told something surprising. You say this when a piece of news becomes known by more and more people. So let's see. Don't shoot the messenger. No news is good news. That's news to me. News spreads like wildfire. Pretty interesting. Let's continue, guys, to the next page. And we have the grammar, news headlines. This is a pretty interesting topic, and it will be good that you pay a lot of attention to this. It says news headlines. News headlines usually follow certain patterns of grammar in order to convey a lot of information in very few words. The present simple is generally used to describe single past events. Pay attention to this. It says that the simple present, and even this happened in Spanish, simple present is generally used to describe single past events. Sorry, because it's super straight, my line. Okay, it says a schoolboy wins £3,000 compensation. So this is news. It's past news, and it is written in present. As it says, present simple is used to describe single past events. Lion escapes soon. And now we have another structure. B is often left out. So it says temperatures rising as climate changes. We don't need any verb to be for using the gerund as we normally use. But this pattern, it's allowed when we're talking about news. So, missing child found. Nobody is saying missing, the child is missing was found. No, missing child is found, so it is alone. Also, we have another one. To plus infinitive is used to indicate future event, a future event. A question mark suggests that it's not certain. And we have two examples of this. Thousands of prisoners to be released early. This is like thousands of prisoners will be released early. But instead we use the infinitive form to be. Ryan Gosling to play Kurt Cobain in new film. So remember the question mark is for suggesting that it's not certain. Okay? Another way to use expressions in the news is articles are usually left out. So we don't use articles. We have world's worst traffic jams. We're using a superlative, and with a superlative we normally use the article the, T-H-E, the. So we have world's traffic jams. We are not saying we have the world's traffic jams, world's traffic jams. No, we don't need the article. Sometimes no verbs are included at all. In this, it's funny because in none of them we are using a verb. Horse meat in Tesco burgers, and this is not a verb. We are talking about beef. Horse meat in Tesco burgers. Chelsea in £65 million. Suarez bid. Jackson family fury. So we can see the different forms we can use in news headlines, which are very interesting because it helps us to understand better how to use English in another level. So let's continue with this exercise. It says, make headlines by using the words in the box. So I will help you with this. Number 1 is optical illusion transforming streets. And also, as you can see, we are not using the verb to be, so it's left out. Motorized suitcase invented by Chinese farmer. Elephant takes selfie. This is a past new, right? It's using the simple present for expressing past news. And number 4, dinner disgusted at rubber glove in soup. Interesting. So this is it in this exercise. And let's continue with the number 2. It says working pairs look at the news headlines, imagine the stories that they are about, and discuss the difference between them. So I want you to write only one difference between all of those. And you can do this. You can do this as homework. So you have to complete it by yourself. Come on, what's going on with me? Complete it by yourself. Okay. And let's see here. Provide the sentences at headlines. Remove as much grammar and other information as you can. We have this one. Number 1. Lionel Messi was delighted by the extension of his contract with Barcelona. Messi delighted by Barcelona contract extension. So what would it be for you? We have some suggestions here. UN to meet over Syrian crisis. Lohan avoids jail again. Copenhagen, world's happiest city. Young people more and more dependent on social media. So basically, they are the suggested answers for this exercise. And let's see. Read the headlines. What are the 2 possible meanings of the headlines? Which meanings are funny? And this exercise, it's going to be also this is gonna be homework. So this is not really complicated to explain the possible meanings of the headlines. And basically this would be everything for today. Class, remember to send your evidence and have a good day and have a good weekend. Enjoy it. Goodbye.